Hey everybody! Ali here.
I am Gab. How's it going?
Welcome back to our channel, our English channel.
Yeah, our daily morning English show.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to... I have a subject in mind and I can bring it after, but do you want to introduce something first?
Was there something I was supposed to introduce?
No, not at all.
Okay.
What did you just come back from?
Yes, our friend's dog is having puppies.
As we speak.
As we speak.
How
And
many came out yet?
We think 3 because she gave birth under the house because they're doing construction on the site right now. So she is terrified and needed a quiet spot. So I was there for about an hour with my flashlight on my phone trying to like look in the cracks of the wood. And I think I saw 3 little babies. And you're so tiny. And apparently it takes 6 to 12 hours for a dog to fully give birth to all of her babies. And
3 to 12 with an average of 6.
with an average of 6 hours. And we're leaving on Tuesday. And I was praying that she would give birth before we left because I really want a puppy. I want to take one of her dogs because I always said I want a boo-boo in a little box. And she did give birth before, but we're leaving in 5 days. And puppies are born with like their eyes closed and they can't even walk for like 2 weeks. And I don't know when she's going to take them out of underneath that nest. It's probably going to be 2 weeks from now. So I'm not going to be able to meet them because I want one.
Your life is so hard. You will have to choose a puppy between the crack of a balcony.
I know, but what if I like to have the puppies lined up in front of me. So then the one that comes to me or like the energy, the vibe, like that's how I want to choose a puppy.
Like that's very queen like, line up before me. You die. You will lick my feet. It was still a fun activity. It's like we've been there an hour. They were constructing a palapa there, some kind of rooftop shadow thing. An hour of hearing the hammer and the drill and the stuff, and I was like, my head hurts.
Plus I was hot and I was like, I don't feel like filming anything. But now that I'm here, I'm good. And I also want to mention something about the dogs. So they're like, oh, well, one's going to be yours. Yes. But then if I never actually meet the dog and we just send money and then we're not here for 8-9 months and they're taking care of the dog, it's not really my dog. It's their dog.
You're the dog's estranged father.
Yes. So when we get back here, the dog's not going to know who I am. And it's going to be Marie's going to be its mommy. I want to be the mommy.
Then you don't get any of those dogs. But you can seduce the dog.
It's not the same. You have Petrouk.
Yes.
Petrouk is more Gab's dog than mine because Petrouk, I think, is annoyed by the high-pitched sound that I use when I talk to animals. And I talk to all animals like that. And I know it disturbs them, but I do it anyways. I can't help it. It's just like a reflex.
I don't agree. I think Petrouk loves you and is terrified of me.
No, he goes walking with you every day.
Yeah, because he's sure like something bad gonna happen if I don't know. Like he comes walking. That's actually funny because I didn't train to walk with me, but I did notice that he liked one street better, which is harder for me to walk to, but I still take it now because I wanted him to walk with me. But I have no leash or anything. And I was thinking yesterday, you know what? Like, I don't think I could theoretically make him stop walking with me now.
Yeah.
He just like, he sees my bag, he's like, all right, I'm ready.
Let's fucking go. Where are we going today? Where are
Yes.
we going?
So you made a little bridge to my subject because we were there and you didn't feel like recording content.
Yes.
And I always repeat to you 2 things. What's our job?
Do I have to say this on camera?
You don't have to, but I would.
Be as fuckable as possible and film content.
It's actually a Bill Burr joke because they were talking about weight loss in the film industry. It was like, you know, at some point, like, it's what being a pro is, you know, like you just train and you do your movie and you be as fuckable as possible, you know, be a pro. I thought it was funny because I thought it was a little true too. Like it's kind of like if you're an actor, you just train and that's
We're
it.
not actors.
But if you're on camera, then it becomes like
Well, on
It's-
camera or off. Like, I'd still like to be as fuckable as possible
There
off
you go.
camera. Like, I
I-
want you to look at me and want to still have sex with me.
But yes, I agree, and I also incorporated it into what would be our job, because we can still record content whatever we do in our eating habits. But I do have to lose weight, and so now we decided something, and that's what I want to put on
I
camera.
knew we were going to talk about that.
Yes, because I want to put it out there, even like 2
Even
hours.
if we have no subscribers?
Yeah, 9 followers. That's fine.
And
It's
half of them are the people that are helping us with this channel. So.
perfect. It's like, it's still, how do you say, accountability.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to put it out there. I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight since a long time. I tried many things.
Why do you want to lose weight?
Well, I want to lose weight to feel good in my body, look better. That's mainly it.
Well,
And-
also because of
But
health.
then, like the health part is what is the clock is ticking, because a few years ago I've had knees issues. Turns out I wasn't drinking that much water, so I was mainly having dry knees issue. And I fucked my knees a little bit, and then was when I started walking and be more active, and I kind of succeeded in that. I'm an active person now. I go out every day. I do like 2 hours of walking, and that's the minimum that I do. That's if I don't go ski or kite, which is even more active. So I am an active human, so now it's good. I don't have knee issue and stuff. But I've been doing a blood test. Last time we were in Playa del Carmen, which is super easy. Go in, blood test, thank you. $40, come back. And then my friend Nick, that he predicted right again that I had liver issues. Fatty liver probably issues. Yeah, my liver is crying help. And it's basically because the fat is, there's like my fat cells are full. So the fat is just circulating in my bloodstream from what I understood. And I just have to lose weight. Articulation first, joints. And then receiving the result. It was my first blood test in 30 years. And receiving the results, it's like, it's like a bulletin, like when you're a kid, you know. You were good in English and French, but that wasn't so good, or something like that. It's like, I want to have all good everywhere, and then the liver is not so good, and then I have to lose weight. And that gave me an extra motivation. So then I was like, all right, Nick, I will follow your recommendation. Deal, I will follow your recommendation. And then he said, all right, get a CPAP. So I got a CPAP.
What's a CPAP?
CPAP is this breathing thingy, my mask that I put on to go to sleep because of like excessive weight, and the form of my body makes me do sleep apnea, which is not so good to lose weight either, and not good for brain, organs, pressure, everything. So good, I got a CPAP, and then he gave me a list. I went through all the recommendation, and he never approves anything. He's not just some guy. He has a degree, like he has many degrees. So
He's also like the top of a lab.
yeah, exactly. So I follow his and I know him since I'm 5. So I follow his recommendation, and he did but it's just lose weight, and then you verify online, and it's losing weight. And so for me, I want to lose weight to achieve part of what our job is, to be as fuckable as possible. Then I will.
More to me.
Well, I'll never be, yay. But I'll never be like Thor, performance enhancing drug, like, oh my God. That's not like
Don't
my
be
goal.
like the Liver King.
No, yeah, that's not the
Please.
goal. The goal is just, the main goal is receiving my blood test. It's all like It's all good.
All A's.
Oh,
Straight
yeah.
A's.
I'm in the reference value for everything, including the liver, ALTs in my bloodstream. So, and then there was like cholesterol too, like fatty stuff. Like, so that's my goal, and that would achieve what I think our job is to look a little better on camera. Because right now, like, I'm almost out of the frame here. So I need to stop gaining weight because we'll have to get a wider angle camera.
Do you think you've gained more weight since being with me?
At the beginning, we gain weight.
But
I
do
gain
you
weight.
think because now I think like,
And then
have I contributed to our weight gain?
with your incredible food, at first. Well, at first, it was like the beginning of a relationship. And then there's a thing somehow where now you have regular sex, so you don't care so much about how you look.
There's a little bit of that.
There's a thing there, like it happens to everyone.
Yeah.
So we did gain some weight in the beginning. I gained some weight in the beginning, and then I lost most or part of what I initially gained, and I'm back to my good old, like, normal overweight that I keep cruising for 10 years. And
There's also the lifestyle over the past 2-3 years.
I've had a hard time in the high season at the
For both of us, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes when too much work, like
Yeah.
too much work was bad, was stressed, then it was like, yeah, and alcohol, and then not control. Now I know more where we made the mistakes. It was either too much work, but also we just eat whatever's in front of us. We weren't controlling anything. We were not.
That's mostly during high season. It's tough.
Mostly, but still low season when we're in a mood of people come and I want to cook for you.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, what are we eating? All that food that's not good for you, that you don't know how to manage. And then that's the part where I want to be in control of my food, I'd say. Then I was like, okay, let's follow some kind of diet, because it's mainly food. Lifestyle. And then I read keto stuff. Back then when I lost weight, it was régime protéiné, protein. It was cutting carbs, basically. And but then I went back to the source that Nick approves to just see. And the basic of losing weight is just like calories. It's fuel in and fuel out.
Calorie deficit.
It's like a human is like a big bag with an opening here. You stuff that bag with, it's like a fire, there's a small fire going on like in our body, and you just put wood. And you put wood in the bag, and then the fire burns. If you put more wood, then the bag gets bigger. Like, oh, I have a lot of wood to burn now. And then slowly.
Takes longer.
It takes longer, but the bag is like, so it's basically that. So, are you in? I'm doing a
in.
contract right now.
I'm always in to improve our lives, and I think what's really special for me is having these common goals and doing it with a partner and in a team where we can hold each other accountable and work together and motivate each other is always really, really positive. I'm in.
Yay! So, do you agree on the technique? Let's count our calories and just.
Well, the thing, yes, I've done it in the past a few times here and there, and at the beginning, it's always the same when you start something new, especially when it comes to a lot of these like diet regimens. Like you're all like into it, and you're like tracking and logging for like the first 2, 3, 4 days, and then after like something happens or you have like a little blip, and then like it just, that frequency that you had at the beginning kind of decreases a little bit slowly, and then you maybe have like a little
You missed
a
the
moment
decade.
where you feel more shame. You like ate something you didn't want, and then you feel bad, and then you're like, oh, you know what, like fuck it, and then life happens, and then it just kind of stops. Like I've been through that cycle so many times, and it's you know, it happens to the best of us, and I'm down to try it. Like, you're always you always say when we start something new, especially if it's challenging, let's make it fun. Like, it has to be fun
Yeah, exactly.
for us to be motivated and continue to do it and be consistent. And so if we can achieve that together, then great. Ideally, I'd love to get to a point in my life where I can do it with my eyes closed, kind of thing. Like, it becomes a habit and it doesn't become a job, sort of. That's what I'm going for. I want it to become a habit. And I've already seen so many little changes that I've made in my daily lifestyle. Doesn't necessarily have to come has to do with food or exercise or whatever, but better lifestyle changes that are very tiny but have made an impact on my life so far. So I try not to get too down on myself thinking like, oh, I haven't done this yet, or I still feel bad about this, or no. I'm like, no, like, think about all the small little changes that we've made, especially in the last 2 years. Like, you know, you were just saying, oh, I just said in the last 2-3 years, the lifestyle with like the auberge and work and this and high season, like, it's a lot of stress and stuff, and there's a lot of things happening there. But regardless of that, for me, and I think for you too, you've still been able to implement like little changes that
I
have
success.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that
And,
long term, that are staying for like the long term.
So you know, one of the success, getting that blood test done,
Yeah.
seeing the result, that gave me motivation.
And you already got a second blood test now.
Second blood test, my thing went down by a very
10%.
10%, yeah.
Which is still 10%.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Another one I could say for you is alcohol.
Yeah, less alcohol, much
mean,
less.
We've been here 2.5 months, and I think you
Like,
had like 2 beers.
yeah. Well, in this climate, I never really feel like drinking.
Yeah.
And I gotta say that the alcohol isn't as good as
Well, that too.
you're not like entering a SAQ type of thing where like
Okay.
all these beautiful juices. Oh my god. But no, it's not like that at all here. But also the climate, and I needed some changes. Like, again, like seeing my liver dying.
Yeah.
It's like kind of okay. Now I have proof. It's not like I remotely think that it's like, no. And I also agree with you to make it fun and make it habit oriented. Here's what I say then. I could say that the only thing we should do, count our calories. Not even, let's start by counting our calories and never quit. And then, if we ate 5,000 calories, just put 5,000 calories in the app. That's it, no problem. You just knowing will
It's
be.
true. Being
we'll
more
just-
mindful about what you're putting in your body, for sure.
By just like we get a calorie counter, we put it, and but for me, it's been a kind of a thing that I want to do, that I need to do, and now it's like I really need to do because of the health issues. And well, health issues. It's still manageable, but it has to be done.
We're getting older every year, and you want to live a long, healthy
Yeah,
life.
exactly.
So do I. Like, I want to go hiking in the Alps, and who knows when we're gonna go. If it's 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, like, I still want to be, I want to be able to do these
joints
activities
afterwards.
for a long time.
And organs and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, let's do it, or let's try. And if we struggle, if we succeed, if we fail, we'll do it publicly.
Yeah, this is new for me.
Yeah?
It's actually less scary doing it with someone.
So-
And I was thinking, like, oh God, we're going to become one of those, like, I don't know, before and after people on the, like...
I just want to have like blood tests before and after. But I gotta say that there is a there is an audience for that, and there are products that Nick approves that we can use, that there is a viable business model to create some kind of content related to that. Are we gonna become like a health expert? No. Like
Beachbody spokespersons.
Yeah.
Not that I'm dissing Beachbody, because I actually really like the workouts on there.
we're more
But
like
still,
food and drink.
we like to eat.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
know, that's the. Well, I wouldn't even say it's a challenge, because I really like to cook, and I do cook a lot of really great, wonderful, healthy things, and I know that I have the capacity, and I've done it a million times before, to make like really good meals that are, you know, high calorie, low density food, like things like that. So if I didn't know how to cook, then that would be a challenge. But I'm gonna definitely have to work harder in the kitchen in terms of paying more attention to, you know, added foods and stuff like that. And, you know, I actually, and weighing food too. So that's new for
Weighing.
me.
That's gonna
And I never weigh food. I've never done that before. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did it last year at the Van Fest. We had this festival at the Auberge. It was a van fest, so all these vans came, and I was selling food from a food truck. And I was learning how to like portion food and price food, and I was making meatballs, and I had to like weigh them to make sure they were the same. Like it was my first time doing something like this ever, like selling food from a food truck. So I had to be very precise. And it was the first time I was ever weighing like meat for portion sizes. And there was something really weirdly satisfying about it, like getting that number like spot on. So I really enjoyed that meatball weighing process. I don't know why it satisfied me so much, but so I think I'm going to have a little bit of fun. I hope I don't become too obsessed, because like that's also one thing I want to do this process, but I also don't want to like obsess over, oh my God, it's like 1 calorie more. It's like 0.2. Like I want to be precise, but I don't want it to become like an obsessive sickness where I'm like stressed and freaking out over my day if
if you
had like 0.2 grams more. And I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about like really tiny.
But that's
details.
where I said to you, let's just put it in the app. Without like stress. Just let's count. Let's just start by counting.
Just start making it a habit.
Of counting. Not even lowering the quantity of calories, just counting at first.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
Step
like,
by
it's
step.
not that fun to wait and put that in an app. That I agree. But I do think that if we don't do that, we'll never have success.
Yeah.
Think of the bag of a human is. There's a mouth and you put fuel. I put too much fuel. I have to count, and I need your help. Please.
I will try to put my best to help you.
But also, like that, the part where it could become, it's like, I don't want to eat that. Eat it. Put it in your app. Like,
Yeah.
who cares? And, I should have like 2,700 calories. I had 5,000 today. Who cares? Like, just like we put it on the app, and then we can track a bit, and then.
And understand more.
Yeah, and then the app will do the gamify part of those apps is really well done, because
Yeah.
you want that check, and you want the blue thingy, and you want the, like this.
You want your macros and your micros to all match. Like we haven't even started talking about that yet.
Yeah,
But
interesting. Also, like, I think that some food are high in calorie, and of course they're good in your mouth, but there's options that are equally as good that have like absolutely no calories.
yeah.
Like you started to do vinaigrette without oil
Yeah.
and just lemon, and I think if I had to choose, I would choose the lemon fresh thingy that you do. It's even better. So I don't think you need calorie to make good food, but I do think that is the only way to do it, to not restrict like an entire group of things. Like I want pizza, then eat pizza.
Yeah.
It's just
Like
like
a no carb, no protein, no fat diet. Like, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
That
And then
makes
let's
sense.
say I want pizza. I still want pizza, but I want to respect my calorie. Then you eat one slice. One slice is fine. Then
You won't die if you
yeah,
don't.
And then I want to stuff my face, then stuff your face, but put it in your app, and then you know, like, oh, that was 10,000 calories.
Yeah.
Maybe let's stop at 7,000 next time. But realistically, I think we could succeed. And if we fail, then maybe we'll have people helping us, you know,
Please support us.
with tricks and stuff. But that way, like, we don't restrict anything. We just like start with the app, start with the supplements like that in our Nick approved, like omega 3.
Everyone's going to start asking about Nick. Who's Nick, this magic doctor? What's Nick approved?
Now he doesn't want to ever come on camera.
It's okay. He can be like,
He's the
like
shadow
secret-
advisor.
the shadow advisor.
Let's ask Nick. He laughs at us. Okay, let's not
We'll
do
do
that.
Q&As with him online.
Yeah.
But
And,
yeah, yeah. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I have goals, I guess, lifestyle food goals that would match my fitness goals because there's certain things in fitness that I want to achieve. So those two things are going to be working for me side by side.
There you go.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my fitness goals has always been to do one unassisted pull-up by myself.
Oh yeah.
Which is unassisted. Just one. Just one. That's it. So I hope one day I'll be able to do it.
Maybe we can build a small gym in the house. We'll be there in like a week or two. Oh yeah. We'll put a bar.
My guns aren't big enough yet. I have no upper body strength, but the boxing is helping a lot. But still, pull-ups are fucking hard.
And I propose to you something. That video that we just recorded, we don't need to put it public. At least it's recorded. Okay, so we can put it private or unlisted, and it doesn't need to be public. But at least it's recorded, so we don't have the accountability part. Well, we'll have with like our team.
Yeah.
They will see it.
Kim will be on us.
Yeah, exactly. Like, did you get your little check? Oh my god! But yeah. So
I'm okay with putting it public.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's you decide. Okay.
I'm okay.
All right.
Because I think I mean, for me anyways, when I see people putting content like this online, whatever it is, just being vulnerable about food and weight and all that kind of stuff, regardless of what the specific content is. But I always appreciate it, and I always think it's brave and great, and I'm always like rooting for that person, whatever their goals may be. I think it's really incredible, and I always thought for myself like, I would love to share my stories and about my journey and so on, and you know, my insecurities, my life, my habits, bad habits too, but I was never really that brave enough to do it. But I think now that we've started this YouTube thing, I'm getting more comfortable talking about stuff, not just on camera but off camera too.
There you go. Plus, if it's part of our life, I mean, let's share it. There's like things that we're gonna try, products that we're gonna order, things that we are not gonna like.
Yeah.
We'll try things, we'll see results. I mean, there has to be small updates here and there, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's make it fun.
Fun.
Yes.
F-U-N.
Oh,
Fun.
Beautiful. So yeah, that's it. I wanted to put it on camera.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, baby. You're the best.
Thank you. You're the best. And so are they.
Yes,
Even
you-
though no
you
one's
guys are
watching
the
right
best.
now, but
Maybe
you
one
guys
day they
one
will.
day. So yeah, you'll see where we've ended up. Okay, now it's the awkward silence part where I can't stop talking. So that's it. Thanks for watching.